Hey guys, today I have the latest at this time of me filming ColourPop palettes from the Frozen 2 collection. I didn't even hear anything about this. Much like most ColourPop releases lately, I just got an email saying, hey, this is out now. So I picked the two palettes up. They have a whole bunch of other things in the collection. So I want to do the swatches. I will start with Elsa. The Elsa palette is blue, very wintry with snowflakes and everything all over it. And these, I believe these were 15, which is more than what their little palettes usually are. They're usually 12, but they're cardboard. There's a mirror in there, of course. I still have my plastic on it. This glitter in here makes a mess. Like, it feels like it's not even packed in there good. It almost feels like a loose glitter. So it was all over here when I opened it. Of course, the glitter and the, what is the name of this one? The font that they used for this, I'm like having trouble reading it, so I'm gonna have to go to the ColourPop site. Spindrift, that's what it says. I couldn't read the font that they used because it's very like script, funky looking font. But this one also says not intended for use in the immediate eye area. Assuming that's because it stains, but when I swatched it for pictures and stuff, it didn't stain my hand. Anyway, the first one is called Cuddle Close. It looks like a white in the pan, but it's got some pink duochrominess to it. So it's like an iridescent pink shade. That one's not as smooth as I expected it to be. It's kind of flaky. The second one is called Fire, which is weird because it's not red at all. It's like a mauve-y. Well, I shouldn't say mauve because it's not really purpley. Pinky beige. I'm having trouble describing my colors today, apparently. The next one is Northern Lights. This is really pretty. It's kind of, the base color looks a lot like the Fire shade, but it's metallic-y and it's got like this green sparkle in it. Really pretty. That's probably going to be the one I go to use most out of this palette, is like an all-over lid shade. Let me wipe off my hand here. Then we have Gayle. This is another pretty one. It's got like a lavender base and a little bit of green sparkle in it. It doesn't have as much sparkle in it as the Northern Lights color. See, it's not as like reflective and metallic, but so pretty. Just that little hint of green sparkle in there. And then Fleury. This makes a mess. As usual, I'm not going to swatch it on my hand because I'm going to have to go wash it off in the sink. But it's just really chunky, iridescent glitter. And it has some, like, the hexagonal holographic glitter in it. I cannot speak today. So it's pretty. That's just, this would make like good, if you were doing dramatic winter makeup for something, like if you're in a play or need to be on stage for something, put it on your cheekbones. But that is way too big to be anywhere near your eyes, so please don't do it. Then Water. This is a pretty matte blue, like a cornflower blue, but the consistency is a little bit sketchy here. It's not, I don't have a base or anything on my hand, but even so, it wants to grab to my finger more than it wants to actually spread out. I haven't used that one on my eyes yet. I feel like blues like that look weird on me, so I'm not gonna tend to go for that one that much, but I might have to use it in a look just so I can see how it actually blends out and stuff, because it's not working the best swatch wise. Then we have Awakened. This is a really pretty like berry shade with green and gold, it looks like. Oops, if you can focus, there we go. That one's really pretty. That's another pretty unique color, because it's not often that you see like a matte berry shade like that with sparkly, yeah, it looks like green and gold. Very holiday-esque colors. And then this really pretty silver is ice crystals. Very aluminum foil silver. This is just like the silver in the Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star palette, the Diet Cola, I think it's called. And then the Spindrift color, again, says this one is not intended for use in the immediate eye area, but it's a really pretty deep berry shade, and this is a matte shade as well. So let me just, when I go to wipe this off, yeah, see? It doesn't stain. Actually, the Awakened one stained a little bit, and that one didn't stain at all. So use that one with your discretion, but I'm not going to be scared to use that one on my eye because it doesn't really stain. So that is all the colors from the Elsa palette. And then I know it's not Anna, it's Anna, right? I've only seen the first Frozen movie once, so if I say anything wrong, although I don't think anything in here is named after characters or anything. So this one is purple on the outside, and this one's more of like, this one screams fall to me. This is a very fall palette. It's got golds and purples and stuff. So once again, it's got that weird font, and I want to make sure I'm not saying the words wrong, so I'm gonna just pull it up on the ColourPop website. So Scooch In is much like the first color in the Elsa palette, but this one's more peachy. Look, I have glitter under my nail now from that. This is another iridescent shade, but it's more of a peach than a pink. And that one's smoother than the one in the Elsa palette. It's just got a little flash of like peach when the light hits it. Very pretty as like an inner corner highlight. Then Wind. This one is a matte, kind of like a squash, butternut squash type color. Just makes me think of Thanksgiving, because that's like my favorite thing on Thanksgiving. Can you tell I'm hungry right now? Then we have Earth. This is such a pretty, like, true gold color. Super metallic. If you want a good silver and a good gold, that silver from the Elsa palette and then this gold are like perfect together. So that's the first row. I gotta grab another white. Okay. Then Adventure. This is a purpley satin, really soft shade. It's got like, I want to say fuchsia, but it's not quite as bright as a fuchsia would be. More of like a plummy color, because it's got some pink in there. Then I just got done saying nothing's named after things in the Frozen movie, but this is, how do you pronounce it? Arendelle? And this is just a straight up chunky gold glitter, and it has like little tiny copper micro glitter in there. Super, super, it's super gritty to the touch, so again, do not use it near your eyes. And then Autumn Breeze is a deep purpley kind of berry, I guess. This one I find does not want to stick. I had trouble with this when I was swatching it for my blog and everything, and it tends to, again, grab onto your finger more than, it just looks messy. Like, I'm afraid to use this one on my eye because I feel like it's gonna go everywhere, and it's so dark. But that is Autumn Breeze. So that's the only shade I don't like in here because it's kind of a difficult one. Doesn't stain or anything though. And then on the bottom here we have Warm Hugs. I really like this one. Again, they kind of set both of these palettes up the same, where like, see this, the bottom, oh geez, I just got crap all over there. The bottom ones are matte with sparkles in them, and then of course the glitters are in the middle. The top left is that iridescent shade in both palettes, but this one's a little bit fallouty, as you can, oh, you can't see, but I just dropped a bunch right here. But it is pretty. It's like a dusty mauve matte shade, and it has little gold glitters in it. Not as pigmented as ColourPop mattes usually are, but it is buildable. Let's do another swatch on top. That's again a color that reminds me of the holidays. And then we have Fearless. This is a matte kind of terracotta shade. That one's nice and smooth. And then that last shade is Charades. Again, nice and soft. And this is a dark brown matte shade. Hold on. Kind of the same consistency as that Autumn Breeze, where it doesn't want to grab too well, but this one's a little bit better. It's not as flaky. That is just, that screams autumn, those three colors together. So that is the Anna palette. So the two Frozen palettes, that is what they look like. I think I like the Anna one a little bit better, just because those are colors I'm gonna gravitate towards more. But like as a whole, I'm surprised they didn't make this just a large palette with all these colors, because looking at them together, they go really well together. Even though I like the colors in this one better, I have more issues with this one. Mainly just the Autumn Breeze and the Charades color are a little bit difficult to work with, but they're both really pretty palettes. They are both still available. They're not sold out or anything. I haven't noticed ColourPop selling out lately, probably because they're releasing so much stuff like every single week. People are just fed up and not like flocking to the site to buy like they used to. So it's been pretty easy to get stuff. I'm not worried about like getting them the day they come out anymore. These are both really pretty. They're not like must-haves unless you're dying to get either of these color stories or you're a super big Frozen fan, but they are really pretty. This is definitely more fall, the Anna one, and then this is more winter. But like I said, looking at them side by side, they could totally have made one larger palette, and these would have gone really nicely together, like in an 18 pan palette, which they don't do too often, but they would have gone well together. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the swatches, and I will see you in my next video.